Welcome to part two of fret leveling my Les Paul guitar. Right here I'm going over the with a straight edge, the neck with a straight edge, and making sure that the neck is absolutely straight, or as straight as possibly that I can get it. The way to do that is to adjust the truss rod and to make sure that the frets are touching the straight edge on the bottom. So it's an art in itself, but it's something that has to be done. Here I'm obviously now taping the masking off the neck so that I'm protecting the fretboard when I go to fret level with the sander, the bar sander, the block sander. And I just want to make sure that everything is all taped off nicely here, and that way it's protected. Now here's what I do to cut my tape is I place it on a cutting board right here, and I measure out the frets that are odd, and I use a bigger piece of tape, and here I can cut some slices of masking tape that I'll apply to the fretboard for simplicity and for more of an accurate coverage. I've tried all different ways, but this is probably the best way, is to just go do a little bit of pre-cutting and some measuring and cutting strips and getting them ready for the process of finishing out the masking of the fretboard to protect the fretboard, so that I can continue on with the job. I've measured out different widths, so I continue on here with the masking process. So I'll cut a strip. This is a strip that I've cut, that I've pre-cut, and then I'll just go down the line and just simply put it on the fretboard. I place it up against the fret, and with my thumb I basically find a way to tear it at a good place. Now, as a side note, a good practice, and I didn't do it here, and I wish I had done it, is to tape the edges first. The edges should be taped first, so that when you remove, and I'll show you, obviously you'll see it when I remove the tape later, that it's a little more difficult. But if you put the tape on the edges or on the sides of the fretboard first, it's a lot easier to remove it. Here I didn't do it, so I'm doing it now, which is kind of useless, but I put some extra tape here just in case, just for a little more added protection. All right, I'm about to add the rubber for the protection. Stay tuned for part 3 of this fret leveling job.